kind of stuck up on me. I wasn't ready to come to the podium. Well, you know, it is quite a privilege for me to come here and get to speak to this crowd. And as I was reflecting on what to share with you all, I did a lot of reflecting over the past 20-some years about the fights that we've had, where we've come in this building. Like a quarter century that we've had legislation and lawsuits and fights and discussions, all under the shadow of Roe versus Wade. And I think maybe legislators felt like, and many of us, that if we could only overturn Roe versus Wade, the sun would come out and the fight is over. Well, it isn't. And we all understand that. But yet here we are. And thank God for that. Thank God for the people that even predated me in the fight from, I got in the legislature in 2001, and I see people in this room that fought a lot more years than I did. Doesn't mean they're longer in the tooth, just started at a younger age, more than likely. So, it was a little more than a year ago that Roe versus Wade was overturned. And all that did, in my view, as far as our fight, was bring the fight closer to home. Now we're dealing with it at state level. Because it didn't end abortion. It put it in the hands of the states. So now we're fighting that battle. But, you know, I have to say, for me, what a privilege over the last 20-some years to work as a legislator alongside many of you. But now for the last 6 years to be lieutenant governor, serving alongside a governor that I know in my heart of hearts was put here in this building for such a time as this, on a number of fronts. But to work alongside her, and it was just a month ago, she did a proclamation on declaring this freedom for life here. And I think that was very appropriate because in a lot of ways, our conversation, in my view, we have desegregated the conversation as pro-life folks as far as life before birth and life after birth. And the governor's proclamation, and I won't get into it, I think Ian Fury is going to be more on that. Ian Fury, again, our pro-life governor who created a position of unborn person advocate. And we've had some great people in our staff. I think it's almost a prerequisite to be hired on governor's team to be pro-life. Thank God for that. In her State of the State address, Governor Noem talked about the significance of the first 1,000 days of a child's life. So that represents, 1,000 days represents from the moment of conception to that child reaches 2 years old. Because of the significance of the development in protecting that life. That's what I mean by desegregating the conversation, is talking about life in general and what that represents. The battle on Roe versus Wade is over, but the war for the protection of life rages on. So I'll leave you with this on behalf of the governor and myself. Thank you all for answering the call to serve in that battle. God bless you all. Thank you.